Servus Männer at Red Pill Germany again. Now in Germany, even the mainstream or the centrist part of the mainstream at least is actually very displeased with our public broadcasting service in Germany. It seems that the international socialists that are actually working there and that have been infiltrating our public broadcasting network for many decades already. They have gone too far finally, and maybe, who knows, this is the overture to the dismantling of our public broadcasting in Germany. And all that comes at a time when they actually want to increase the radio tax next year, early next year I think it is. All right, what happened? So in the links below, I posted a link to an article from RT, and that actually sums up quite nicely in English for you guys out there what happened. It is that the WDR, the Western German Broadcasting Service, they have their own girls choir actually, and they used these innocent young girls basically in order to record a socialist propaganda song. In this song, they basically made a parody of a well-known German children's song. I also, when I was a kid, I was singing this song in kindergarten and in school. It is about a grandmother that rides the motorcycle, and in this song, meine Oma fährt im Hühnerstall Motorrad. The grandma is of course depicted or shown as a cool, modern and still very active woman. And in this propaganda song now, however, they changed the lyrics so that the grandma is an environmental sinner. They called her an Umweltsau. That means a pig that is basically harming the environment. So you see, there is dehumanization is already in the lyrics by calling her a pig. And of course, this is an attack, and the context and the later tweets and statements from the broadcasting services made that very clear. This is an attack on the old generation now, on the generation before the boomers, the generation that is still not indoctrinated by international socialists and Marxists. All right, so there was actually some media backlash then. People said that this is distasteful, and that then caused at least that was my understanding of the order of affairs, associate of the network posted that your grandma might not be an environmental pig, and then he went on and called German grandmothers the N-word. Not the US American N-word, but the German N-word. And I don't know, I can just tell you, and this is true not for me but for many Germans, if you attack our grandmothers, then it's open season, right? So, and this guy, this Antifa guy, he claims without any evidence that he received threats. I don't believe that, and I think he received a lot of nasty emails maybe, but threats, that's a joke in my opinion. If not, then he should show some evidence. And now the network actually backed him up and fully supported him and said that that the people who are offended by this, they are the actual wrongdoers. But I give you my opinion about this whole affair now. So far I presented to you the facts. What about my opinion? Well, my opinion is, and I think this is very plausible and can be backed up by historical evidence, that this is basically what Mao did in the Cultural Revolution. He weaponized innocent children by indoctrination against their own families, against their parents and against their grandparents, in order to destroy the family unit and destroy the folk and create an amorphous mass of slaves and serfs. And this is what we're seeing here, and I think they just once again, they took one step too far and they receive a little bit of backlash. We will have to see if this is enough to further or to actually start and broaden the anti-public broadcasting sentiment that is very, very widespread among large parts of the patriotic right and also some liberal or libertarian-minded people in Germany. This is the first time that this sentiment has actually reached the mainstream, because we on the right, we know for a long time already that we are forced, every household in Germany is forced to pay this fee for these Marxists who cannot work on the free market and who are absolutely useless. But these people use this money then in order to fight against Germany and in order to destroy our country. And now, very, very clearly, to destroy our family unit. So I'm mildly optimistic that this will serve as a stepping stone towards actually dismantling the public broadcasting service in Germany. And maybe next year I will make a dedicated video about the beginnings and the nature of the public broadcasting in Germany. It's a very evil and vicious organization, and every honest German, every German patriot should work towards the destruction of this evil network. Okay, so this is as far as my opinion goes. If you are interested in the details, check out the RT article below. That is a very good source in English I found. In German you can just look for it with your standard search engine and you find plenty of information. Yeah, but what I find the most important again is that the role of perpetrator and victim are being reversed here again by our establishment and by the international socialists and Antifa that have infiltrated and the public broadcasting and that are now actually in positions of power. And also, again, one has to say that once again, it is a direct attack on the German families. And of course, Germans normally don't like this. We are a family-minded people, and also the Japanese, by the way, they wouldn't like that at all. You can see here, it is already decorated for the New Year celebrations here in Japan. And the honoring of the ancestors is something that is very, very important to Japanese people and also to Germans, of course. And this is why they wouldn't like that, and we also don't like that. So that's it from my side for this year. I hope you're having a good New Year celebration and get into the next year safe. Servus, Kameraden.